Hi friends, welcome back to EzhilOps. So in this video we are going to see Azure budgets. Azure budgets are a fundamental tool in Azure cost management and billing suite, designed to help you plan, for track and control your cloud spendings. Instead of waiting for monthly invoice to realize you have overspent, budget provide proactive financial visibilities. So before going to do the practical sessions, we will talk about what is an Azure budget. An Azure budget is a set limit on spending for a specific scope, such as subscription, resource group, or management group. It allows you to define the monetary amount you do not to want to exceed and trigger notification when the spending reaches specific percentage of your budget. Example, if it reaches 50 percentage or 80 percentage or 100 percentage, it's going to trigger notification to the respective persons. So the use cases for that Azure budget is assign a specific budget to a development or QA team resource group to ensure they remain within their allocated funding, and quickly spot if a service was accidentally left running or misconfigured, causing sudden spike in cost. Let me go to Azure subscriptions. So to create budgets. So before that, let me go back to the Microsoft Azure homepage. So from there, you can select the subscription here. This is my current active subscription. Select subscriptions here. Scroll down here, you can see the budgets. So click the budgets. So as of now, I don't have any budgets here. So I hope I'm going to create budgets. Click add. So create budget. The first we need to be select the scope. So you select where the budget applies. Is that entire subscription for project tracking or specific resource group for a single app? So here I selected subscriptions. So if you want to split filter based on the resource groups as well, you can select here. So from the drop down, you can select the resource group name. In this, you can select the resource groups. As of now, I don't have any resource group. I just remove these filters from here. So I'll just skip it scope from the subscription level only. Then the next detail, budget details. You can name it budget details here. Example EZPUD01. I can leave it as a reset period monthly and the creation date from 26 to 2028. So the next one is set the budget amount. So I'll just keep the budget amount, it's 50. Then I'm going to the click next. So the next session it's triggering alert conditions. So if what if that budget meets that reaches the 50 per $50, so what will happen after that? So you can select here, there is two options, actual cost and broker cost. I'll select actual cost here. So I'll set the percentage 50 percentage. So if that actual cost is reach 50 percentage, example I set that amount $50. So if reaches 50 percentage, it's around $25. So what will happen? So we need to select the action group. So as of now, I don't have any action group. I'm just click manage action group. It's going to create action group from here. Click create. Select the resource groups. I have created the test resource group for this EOPS01 and action group names. I type it here EOPS01. Display name also I'll keep the same. The next is notification. So what will happen? Select here. There is two options. One for Azure Resource Group Resource Manager role, or email or SMS or push or voice notification. I select push voice notification. In that you can select whether if you want email notification or SMS carrier SMS or voice notifications. I just select email notification from here and then SMS carrier SMS notification and voice as well. So in that you can enter the email ID here. So select the country code. And SMS. The next thing is action group. So as of now, I'll just leave it as it is. So I'll explain that action group use cases in later of these videos. So I'll just review and create. Please review the configurations. Once if everything is fine, you can click create. So it's going to create the action groups. Just refresh here. So now the action groups has been created. So going back to that Azure budget, I have created action group. So I'll come back to the creating Azure budgets here. So I'll start with the budget details. Is it 01? I'll remaining I'll keep it as it is. So the budget amount I'll keep $50 here. So click next. Then set alerts. I'll select the actual cost. I'll mention 50 percentage here. So if it's 50 percentage means $25. So if that actual cost is reach 50 percentage, it will trigger notification to these action groups, which we have that configured SMS, email, and voice notification to the users as well. And also there is another option, broadcasted cost. So I'll mention it's around 50 percentage or 100 percentage here. If the broadcast it's reached 100 percentage, which means $50, it will trigger the notification to that respective action group here. So if you want to configure the different action group, you can select manage action group. You can configure the action groups as well. And then you can select the recipient email address also, so they will receive the email notification from the. Also prepare the language preference, then click create. It's going to validate. So once the validation is completed, the target budget has been created. So now you can see the budget has been created here. So this only trigger the notification to the users if that cost is reached the particular threshold. So it's not going to stop any virtual machines or going to delete any virtual machines here. So to configure the action, like if the threshold reaches 50 percentage, if you want to stop that virtual machines, you need to be configure the action in the action groups. So to modify that existing budgets, click here, click edit budget here, then go back to the set alerts, manage action groups here. Select the action group which we created already. Click edit. So see here we have the notifications things, but we don't have any other actions will be performed once if that research or trigger the notifications. So we have the actions. There are few actions like automation runbook, Azure functions, event hub, ITSM, logic app, secure webhook, and webhook. The use case of the automated shutdown trigger an automatic runbook to stop non-critical virtual machines when the budget is exceeded to prevent further cost. Example: if that virtual machines cost it reaches the threshold value, if it's an not critical machines, we can configure the runbook to stop that virtual machine if that threshold meet that requirement. Then the next one is automatically create incident ticket in systems like a ServiceNow or Jira, so that finance or ops teams can investigate that overspend immediately. It's going to create automatic ticketings and alerting. If you want to send alert to the particular Teams channel or Slack channel to notify a member in real time, we can configure that webhook also. So if you want to configure stop that virtual machine, so you need to be select that automation account name and select the identity as well. So whether it's user manager or system manager identity, and then click select. So once the threshold reach that 50%, it will stop that virtual machines. So once the submitted everything, you can text the action groups as well here. As of now, we don't have any resources like virtual machines, so we can't test in this case. Hope this video helpful for you to configure the budget alerting system in Azure. Thank you. Thanks for watching.